That the tear gas that the police have used has gotten stronger each night. It's gotten more and more difficult for the protesters to handle. Brittany, Edney, tell us what's going on. We are just a couple of minutes away now from that 9 o'clock curfew.
Look, the bike crew is moving. Brittany, behind you.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. Rick, I do want to address what you just said. I asked a member of the National Guard about the intensity that our crews noticed across the board. A lot of our reporters, photographers, and security teams, they all mentioned how they felt like the tear gas was stronger, but I was just told by the National Guard that it was not any stronger. It was nothing that was used differently, but honestly, their opinion was it might have just been the wind and conditions that kind of blew it more into our face for a more direct exposure to that tear gas, which is why it kind of hurt more for our crews. I will also tell you that a National Guard member just gave me a pair of eyewear glasses. They came over and said, "Hey, do you have a gas mask?" Photographer has a gas mask on. I said, "No, I don't." He handed me over his personal eyewear and said, "Put these on." So I can tell you that all of these responders are switching over to their gas masks. They're getting prepared for what could happen next. Sean, Rick.
Brittany, we're watching a scene right now. I'm not sure if you can see this, but of a young protester sitting in the middle of the crosswalk. And it looked like a member of law enforcement approached him, spoke to him about something, but he's still sitting there even as we get closer. I'm sure he's been told about the curfew, but he's not moving. Do you know what's going on?
Yeah, Rick, I am just feet away from what is happening, and it's hard to distinguish at this point. We have a lot of members of the press and other people who are taking photos of this scene right now. But as far as the conversation that is happening, we are not sure. All I can tell you is that this individual is sitting, has not moved, and right now there is a conversation going on between responders and them. Rick? Oh, hang on. This is the warning to the crowd, you guys. If you can hear this right now, this is the APD sending their warning. Listen to you.
You can hear clearly, Brittany, as we're watching these images, that the Atlanta Police Department is using some type of sound system to get the message out to that pocket of protesters that it is time to evacuate the area. We are less than 2 minutes away from the curfew, making every opportunity to allow these individuals to go home so they won't have to face either being detained or getting tear gassed or even worse, getting struck by a rubber bullet. You see the police officers were able to successfully, this individual is using a walker, and they were able to successfully negotiate her to get off the ground and at least get out of harm's way. Again, you are watching pictures. This is downtown Atlanta, just outside of Centennial Park, a very familiar scene where protesters have declined, at least a pocket of them, have declined to leave the area. We're going to switch to our coverage on Peachtree TV. Stay with us.